kind of serves me right, really, because I saw it and I drove over it anyway, thinking, ah, it'd be all right. So not only did I get a puncture from it, it also shredded the belt. So you'll remember yesterday, I got the ransom stuck over there? Well, the reasons I got the ransom stuck over there was because I couldn't use the Husqvarna. Although the ransom's a bigger mower, cuts a bit tighter. Didn't really want to cut that tight, but I broke the, well, I had a puncture on the Husqvarna, and then they didn't get it fixed, and then I wanted to get the grass cut, so I got the Husqvarna out, so did that yesterday. No, sorry, got the ransoms out, did that yesterday. But the reason I had a puncture on the Husqvarna and subsequently also knackered this belt was that piece of extremely stiff cable, which doesn't want to come out of there, so I'm going to have to come back with a set of snips and cut that off before I run over it again. So literally I had a piece of this stuck through the tyre, and I think some of it also got pulled up around one of the pulleys, the pulley for this, and got stuck in there and literally took chunks out of this belt. I got the mower going again today, put the wheel back on after getting it repaired, and I did probably 5-6 minutes thinking, well, that doesn't sound quite right. And the mower was engaging a lot faster than normal. Well, I think not only did it take chunks out of this, I think the belt had twisted up, and basically me. So now I just spent the last 25 minutes getting this belt off. Luckily it's still in one piece. Unluckily I can't really read the numbers off of it. They are there. I thought I'd written them down on the machine, but if I did, they've washed off. I was sure I'd written them on the machine. So I'm going to go over to Yarte, to our friends over there, and I'm going to buy 2 of these belts. Because if I've done it once, that means I'm daft enough to do it again. Yeah, I'm not going to go without you. So, now I wouldn't normally take the dog because it is very warm in here. Car's reading 29 degrees, so way too hot to leave a dog in a car, but we're going to go over there with the aircon on. I can open the window, but the thing is, it does actually do the aircon good to run a bit, stir the gas up, stir the lubricant up. Oh, that bloody steering wheel's hot. Sure, blimey. Yeah, that is hot. 29? I did think it was warm. So yeah, so I'm only going to be in the shop for about 2 minutes, and where we park is in the shade, so she'll be okay. That was a lucky escape. I just walked out of Bearing Warehouse, which I will say, shout out to the guys again. 2 spare belts for the mower. What was it? £12.40 plus VAT for 2. Brilliant. So yeah, so if you're in Yate area and you ever wanted a bearing or a bit of chain, this is the place we got the chains for our big shredder. Bearings, bearing housings, pulleys, couplings, motors, gearboxes, lubricants, oil seals, tools. Yeah, it's all here. Right, I'll put something up on the screen. So nice blokes. Yeah, as I was coming out though, bird. I don't know if you could see that.
Increase the depth.
Just crapped all down the window. Just missed us. So. Yeah, the first guy in there, the chap who was serving me didn't recognise me. Then the second fella walked in, he took one look, he goes, "You're that bloke off YouTube, aren't you?" And I said, "I might be." He goes, "Yeah." He said, "You made us famous." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, when you came in for that really big industrial link and you gave us a shout out." He said, we have people coming from as far as Bath." He said, "Who'd seen it and had come to us." I said, "Well, that's all right. Like I said, if I can do someone else a little favour, they're a cracking little company, little business, and ever so friendly. And every time I've gone in there, they've had everything I want. And it's, I mean, was it £12? £12.40. So £6.20 for a belt. Though if I bought that from Husqvarna, it would probably cost me 40, 50 quid. So, credit where credit's due, I say. Remember this? We've been here before, haven't we? So, this is actually the last belt I replaced on here. So, and I can remember somebody going, "Oh, you don't want to be using that. You want to be using an original Husqvarna belt. That won't last." Well, they were right. But, like I said earlier, for 6 quid, and what's this going to take me, half an hour or so to put this on here, something like that. I can't justify buying a Husqvarna genuine part belt because it's just not worth it. So obviously if you take it to your mower dealer, that's what they're going to give you, whether you want it or not. But we're not doing that. This is DIY. Right, we've got our new belt. So what we got to do now is feed him down through there, around that, put him back on. Job should be a good one. So, famous last words. So that goes under there. It should go under there. It did last time. Like that. He's on that one. Right, now I've got to put him on. Listen down here. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not because I don't know quite where I'm going to put the camera other than down in here. But that should go out, thistle. What are you sticking on? Let's get you over one first. Right. Is that right over? Yeah. Go on. Just that last little bit. Hang on a second. I got a funny feeling. You right out? Maybe that was, there you go. That was the problem. Now I've got a bit more space. Hopefully that now will go on there. Don't tell me I got a belt that's too short. Please don't tell me that. That's the adjustment right out on there. Oh, I think I might have got the belt too short. That is on there, correct. It's so close. God. Right, that's on. But will that slip? Oh yeah, it will. I think. All right. Now I've got to flip them up over another one. I've got to do it again. quite a lot of slack on there. I think it's the right belt. They were pretty sure in the shop it was the right belt. I mean, the old belt was pretty knackered when he measured it. But he measured it twice, and then he bought the new belts in, and he said, well, I'm not sure. And he measured it a third time. He said, no, that's definitely the right one. But I'm not sure if I put that on the wrong way round. I think I should have put the other belt on first. I think I've made a boo-boo. Now I've got to get you off again. Which is going to be easier said than bloody well done. Because I got nothing to hang on to. Oh, here we go. Here he goes. Ooh, I just made an ungentlemanly noise, I'm sorry about that. Let's try going the way around then. Or is it that one that's in the way? Are you in the way? Right, that's belt one on. I just made another ungentlemanly noise. Oh, there he goes. Right, that's that one. That's that belt on. And the front belt, which we'll pull back up through a bit. Make sure he's not twisted. We'll check that when we put him back together again. So, right. That one first. There he goes up on that pulley there. Wrong way. That's right one. You've got to come back up over there. Actually, oh no, you can stay there and that'll be all right. Right, do this so we can't tighten this side up yet. Get in there. Guys are back, so hopefully they finished. Right, put the little plastic guards back on. And we should be about ready to go in a minute. Might be worthwhile just put a bit of grease on there before I put that guard back on. Do it. Plenty much. Okay, we are done.